What do you want?
I'm nearly done here. Are you finished talking to Prios? Yes, I am. And so are you. You've done enough damage without upsetting our future monarch. Ramir, upsetting the woman I've known since she was a baby is not what I had in mind. I certainly understand her anger though. To have someone trust in you for their entire life, only to discover that they have betrayed your entire people. Yes, that's a terrible thing. If we survive this, I think you should give yourself up. Not just for her sake either. The people would like to see one of the villains that helped destroy the country brought to justice. Turnus ponders this for a moment. If we survive, then yes, but I think the chances of that are remote. I have located several places that will give us access to the equipment we need, and only one of them I would consider pleasant. Where must we go? And how are we getting there, by the way? We will travel to an extra-dimensional space known as the Hall of Worlds. From there, we will have access to several planes that have the kind of equipment we need. I should mention that most of this equipment is not for sale. We will likely have to take it from the cold, dead hands of whomever is holding it at the time. That's fine for the Nine Hells, of course, but there is also a way through to a subplane of the Elysium called Assumption. We may be able to negotiate aid from them without the need for spending money. But I'm filthy stinking rich. How else am I going to show off if not by purchasing items of staggering power? If you like, I can use some of that money to enchant magic items. It's one of my specialties, actually. I can also recharge items like wands and staves, should you have the need. I may take you up on that offer. What else? Another option is a world known as Twilight. It is a world not unlike the one upon which we reside, only far more advanced. The record of this place is very old, however, and it may be somewhat inaccurate. In any case, that is the one place I recall items of appropriate power being available for purchase. If you are holding on to a lot of money, that would be a good place to investigate. Good. I'd like to be able to throw my money around a bit. I see. Anything else? There is mention of a great dragon that resides in a small pocket on the ethereal plane. You mean Salinder? I met him already. He's dead now, by the way. No, not him. The dragon mentioned here is far, far older and more powerful. She did not originate from this world either. Legend says that this dragon has a hoard of the greatest treasures in the multiverse, taken from the most heinous of foes imaginable. I don't know if we'll be able to persuade her to part with Eddie, but it's worth a try. Her name is Zerna Maxis. We'll pay her a visit then. What do we do after we've got what we came for? We shall go to the Sakarin Citadel via alternate means and destroy them. Alternate means? Well, we cannot head directly there from the tower, for they will know we are coming. In order to sneak aboard, I shall have to come up with another way to get there, possibly through one of the outer planes. I shall contemplate this later. I will now open the doorway so that we can get started. Do it. It is done. Follow me. No. I'll talk to the Sakuran. You made potions for me.
Greetings to you.
No more potions. Fuck. Might not be the best time to rest, but I'd like to get my spells back. I have no idea what I've got to face. I think I'll go to the place where I could spend gold. Also try to convince him to upgrade our weapons. I mean, I don't think I have anything good. +5 keen as a critical, so this is a piece of shit. But I don't know the enchantment options either, or the cost. That's 1.5 million gold. I need a place to use it. Welcome to the Hall of Worlds, Ramir. Do not be alarmed, there is no immediate threat. It's just so strange. I have traveled this hall twice before, and I can say without a doubt there is no place stranger than this. The presence of doorways would indicate that this place was constructed. Who or what built this? No one knows. It has existed for as long as the universe itself. If it was indeed created, the race that performed this incredible feat has long since perished. It seems to be enclosed by doorways along the hall itself. I assume that we cannot pass through those doors? Correct. I can only access a small part of the hall at a time, as my resources are limited. But this section should meet our needs. I have marked down the destination onto your map, so you shouldn't have trouble finding your way around. If you need to return to the tower at any point, just go back through this door. Lucas and Sapphiron will help you out as the best they can. Very well. Let's get on with this. Do you have any recommendations as to where we should go first? I would recommend either Twilight or the Border Ethereal Plane. The dragon I mentioned is my best lead, and Twilight is a beautiful world with advanced science and magic. A good prospect for exploration. Sounds like the sort of place I should go then. We may find them to be quite helpful. Otherwise, choose a door and proceed with caution. Assumption. Abraxas. I'm guessing Heaven and Hell. The Abyss. Ooh. That's definitely Hell. 9 hells, different type of hells. Which would means Abraxas could be a different type of heaven. Acheron. So. What is this? Power, right. Border Ethereal. Twilight. Wonders never cease. I've never imagined anything like this place. Now here's something you don't see every day. Right, the burning door. We'll go with Twilight since it could potentially offer us a chance to spend our monies. Can I talk to Terranus about the enchanting
What do you
business?
want?
I'd like to see what the options are. I can only do that within reasonable proximity of the laboratory in Blackwood Tower. Travel there and I shall comply with your request. Guess we'll be going back then there. It's simply that I need to know what my options are. Can I raise enchantments and things like that? That will allow me to better determine what type of equipment pieces I should buy. What type of enchantments do they have for that?
What do you want?
Where the fuck is your laboratory? Is this supposed to be a laboratory then?
What do you want?
Apparently this is not reasonable proximity. What the fuck is your laboratory here anyway? Is it on the lower levels? No.
What do you want?
This is your bedroom. This is not a laboratory. Or is it?
What do you want?
It's a dining room, not a laboratory.
What do you...
Okay. Mine. Add 150,000 to add elemental damage. 50,000 to make it keen. Spell resistance 250,000. Regenerate 120. So I think we would be looking at maximum like 200,000 per weapon. So even if we upgrade mine and Robert's weapon, we would still be left with 1,000,000 to waste. Enchantment bonus cannot be upgraded. So a bastard sword and a scimitar. +5. Piercing, keen. Massive criticals, greater dispelling. The greater dispelling has not worked once against a serious opponent. Totally worthless. So this is more or less just keen +5 bastard sword. That's it. And I have sort of something similar. A keen +5 scimitar. When enemies are using a +7 weapons with a lot of nasty stuff. So problem is I have no idea what we can find here. So maybe the shopping district is not the best place to start with. But we might as well see our options. Yeah, it looks like ruins. Do I have the... no. Robert has a Truxine helmet. Curious. Normally we would appear within a normal doorway of this world. Instead, this appears to be a portal chamber of some sort. I don't quite follow you. One portal is as good as another, is it not? It is different. The control panel near the portal would indicate that the inhabitants of this world actually made a doorway into the whole worlds. I do not recall hearing of such a thing before. You said this place was pretty advanced. Apparently this is just proof of that. Why so concerned? Yeah, is this going to be a problem? Something is not right here. Look at the state of the disrepair this building is in. And why is it so cold? Our information is that this place is a world of temperate climate, and one that would allow a civilization to flourish. The state of the building itself would indicate that it has not been used for some time. Uh-oh. What is it? We may not be able to open the portal from this side. I fear you may be right. We may be trapped on this world until we find a way to reactivate the portal. Someone on this frozen rock must know how to work it. We just have to find them and get them to make it work. Agreed. But proceed with caution, Ramir. If my information is out of date, there is no telling what we may run into. Elise, are you okay? You seem distracted. Elise has been staring at the wall since your arrival. I can feel something here. Something cold. It's way below freezing here. I'm not talking about the temperature. I mean a coldness of the soul. Something... I don't know. It is such a strange feeling. Are we in danger? He smiles wanly. We're always in danger, Ramu. I'm sure it's nothing serious. We just need to be cautious, as Terran is suggested. Okay then. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. Let's move out. The cold air hits you in the face like a wet brick. You've never felt anything quite like it. We're gonna start taking physical damage. Oh. Not here. This place seems peaceful enough, but there's definitely something wrong here. I can feel it. Bastion. Just taking a look around. Is there something special here? Seems like no. But better to make sure. Right. Get in? Get in. Yay for graphical glitches. So, something went wrong here. Knight of the Bash. Hold. Who are you and where have you come in from? Well, I came through the portal chamber in that building just to the south. By the way, it was broken when I got there. The guard's expression changes from hostility to hope. You came through the portal? Of course, your equipment, your strange accent must be true. But the portal has not functioned for many decades now. So you don't know how to fix it? Don't you? You were able to make it work, enough so that you could come in here. Are you not able to fix it? Well, possibly. Is there someone here who knows more about all this? Of course. Katsumi Sato, our leader, is inside the bastion, the great fort just to the east. Speak with her, please. I shall. Thank you for the directions. They're trying to escape the world, then. Is the cold the only problem? Elise would suggest that no, it is not. There's something else going on. Something souls. Couple of shops. Maybe not quite the shops I was expecting, but still. The frozen forest. Right.
Would you like something?
Hello there. I don't think I recall seeing you before. Where have you come from? I came here from another world through the portal in that building not far to the south of here. You did? But I heard that portal no longer works. Well, we can't seem to go back through it again, so I suspect it's a one-way trip at the moment. Oh, I thought for a moment there that someone had actually managed to fix it. I don't know how much longer we can survive here. I noticed that you have a lot of weapons and armor behind you. No. What happened here? I was expecting a flourishing civilization. He looks at you silently for a moment. You should probably talk to Katsumi about that. I'm too busy. I'm sorry if I upset you. Forgive me. It's nothing really. We don't like to talk about the past. All that matters is getting by, one day at a time. You should probably go. Where can I find this Katsumi person? Inside the bastion, just behind me. Guards can point you in the right direction. Thanks for your help.
Would you like something?
Would
you like something? Would you like something?
He won't sell it to me anymore. Maybe after I talk to Katsumi. How good are you? They're fairly good if they're easy. 20 plus something. Level wise. They do have engineers. 4 control panels.
Greetings.
Hello, stranger. May I serve you in some way? You don't seem surprised to see someone new. The man chuckles. I spent so much time in here trying to get this to work that I missed most of the things that happen around me. I am Sakuri, an engineer. May I know your name? Ramir Swift. What is it you do here exactly? This construct that you see before you was supposedly used to make the devices from the old times work. Things like the portal that could free us from this frozen world. It's my task to decipher the writings and figure out how to make it function once more. Well, I came through that portal, so it can't be completely broken. Really? That is interesting. It means that the portal does still work, at least from the other side. And if this were to be turned on, it would most likely open the portal from this side. Well, I hope so. I don't want to become stranded on this world. I do not mean to discourage you, my friend, but we have been trying to make this thing work for decades. I had hair before I started working on this thing. But seriously, I am of the opinion that it can be made to work again, should the missing components be found. What part would that be? Apparently some sort of crystal that is mounted on a bracket there, between the 2 giant crystals. Well, if you knew that you were missing a vital part for all these years, why have you wasted time trying to make it work? Oh, we only made that discovery relatively recently. After that, I tried everything I could to think of to get it working. Not knowing that something was missing, all I'm trying to do now is work out the fine details of making it work should the crystal be recovered. I see. Well, it's been fascinating talking to you, Sakumi. I will probably see you around. Yes, quite. Sakumi returns to his deliberations. Right, put in crystal, everything works. Gigantic power generator, maybe, or portal generator. Either way, weaponsmith. Right. I'd really like to talk to the leader. It seems like things don't happen until I talk to the leader. Katsumi Sato. Very skilled.
You are welcome here.
This delicate, graceful woman carefully puts down the teacup she was drinking from and looks at you without seeming the least bit surprised. Greetings, stranger. I'm Katsumi Sato, leader of this, the last refugee of humanity. By what name are you known? Ramir Swift. Judging by your clothing and your manner of dress, Ramir Swift, you are not from around these parts. From where have you traveled? I'm not from this world. I came through the portal in the building not far to the south of here. I see. My engineers tell me that the portal does not function. It is a matter of no small concern to us, for our escape from this world is of paramount urgency. If you are lying to me, I will have you executed. Well, good luck with that. I'll admit that your guards and you are very skilled, but I'm still gonna bury you without any trouble, really. Well, I assure you I speak the truth. The portal only worked one way. I can't make it work on this side, I'm afraid. Having no knowledge of the workings of such devices, I cannot disprove what you are saying. I will admit the possibility that the portal still works in some fashion gives me cause for hope. Okay, I was led to believe that this place was home to a flourishing civilization. Seems to be quite the opposite. Tell me, what has happened here that would make you want to leave? It's a sad tale, one I do not wish to dwell upon, so I will be brief. Our lands used to be warm and fertile, and our people prosperous. Our magicians and engineers created the portals, and we traveled to other worlds to share knowledge, and occasionally conquer. Great were the wonders that we created, and we became the envy of the peoples that we visited. But like all things, our golden age came to an end. Over 100 years ago, we were suddenly at war with another world, one far more powerful than our own. The details are lacking, but it was clear that we were sorely outmatched. Still, the war continued for many years as our people rose to the challenge of survival. Despite our best efforts, however, we lost the war in the most horrific way imaginable. How? Some sort of devastating weapon launched from the sky. It struck our cities with fires as hot as the sun, and destroyed the land for many miles around. The ash from the destruction swirled up into the skies, clouds so thick that the sun could barely penetrate it. This lasted for many years. Many years. Sato's eyes stare at nothing in particular, but her mind undoubtedly sees events long past. Air smelt of charred flesh, and the skies rained burning acid during this time. You'll pardon me for saying so, but you don't look old enough to have lived that long ago. Unless, of course, your race has greater longevity than normal humans anyway. I did not see the war, but I remember the long night all too well. It was only 20 years ago that the sun finally came back out again, but to our horror it no longer moved. Whatever those weapons did to our world, it no longer moved through the stars in the same way. We lived in perpetual twilight, while other parts of the world are surely either permanent night or unending daylight. So you see, our motivation for leaving this world is quite strong. So the rotation of the planet stopped. It is quite understandable. We will do all we can to aid your escape from your dying world. Our own world's survival is also at stake, so our motivation is very strong indeed. And to get out of here, we need to fix that portal. Any ideas what's wrong with it? My engineers tell me that the spells that sustain it were broken during the cataclysm.
In order to make it function once more, we need to reactivate the spell, and that is why we came here. My father believed it was once a place where such enchantments were cast. We tried for many years to find out how this place works, but to no avail. Then a group of refugees came to live with us, seeking shelter from the harsh climate. One of them carried in her possession a diagram of how the portal system worked in a nearby city. The picture was identical to the structure inside the bastion, but for one item, a large crystalline object at the heart.
So you need another crystal to make it work.
That is our belief. We figured that the place where the diagram came from would be where the crystal now resides. It is the ruins of the city of Botai, a few hours' journey to the west.
Well, the fact that we are both standing here would suggest that you have not been successful in retrieving this gem.
We have sent several expeditions into the city, but none have returned. We have not been able to determine why thus far, and there have been no more volunteers. I would not send anyone else without finding out what is causing the explorers to vanish anyway.
You're in a real predicament here then.
As are you. If you are in fact from the other side of the portal, then you are in as much danger as we are.
Katsumi looks at you thoughtful for a moment.
Why did you come here?
Looking for powerful equipment to help me fight my enemies.
Ah, then you came 30 years too late. There may still be a few weapons scattered around the city, but they are no longer being made. In any case, I'm sure you wish to leave here as soon as possible.
I prefer not to stay too long, certainly.
Your equipment suggests you are used to facing dangers. I propose that you head into Botai, locate and retrieve the sun crystal that we seek, and return. If you encounter any of the other expedition members on the way, see if you can help them. If nothing else, discover what led to their deaths. This way, we are both served.
If that is the only way to leave this world, then I have no choice but to do so.
Is that a yes? I want to be clear about this.
I'll do it, yes.
Thank you. Although I know little about you, I must put all my faith in your abilities. My people cannot last much longer, and if you are not successful, we will most certainly die here.
Then for both our sakes, I better not fail. Can you give me some precise directions?
Go west through the forest and keep on until you reach a glacial wall. The city is beyond that. There's a pathway through the glacial that has been carved out of the ice, so you shouldn't have trouble finding your way through.
Right.
Beware of the mighty beasts that roam the area, though. The glacial juggernauts is a challenge even for the greatest of warriors. Once you are in the city, work your way down to the crystal chamber. It looks much like our own, so take a good look before you go.
Understood. Then I just bring it back.
Bring it either to me or straight to Sakumi, the engineer. He will be able to help you with it.
Okay then, wish me luck.
There is one other thing. A personal matter. The last expedition to leave was led by a man, Yasef. Although I do not expect you to find any of them alive, could you find out what happened to him? I would like closure.
If he's in the city someplace, I'll probably come across him at some point. I'll keep my eyes open.
Thank you. Good luck, Ramir. May you return safely, for all our sakes.
Right. Anything else? Minor storage space.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
There's a weapon shop here.
Tetsuo Umezawa.
My greetings.
This tired old man turns and looks you with red-rimmed eyes. Yes. Are you okay? You seem to be upset. You are not from here, are you? I can see it in your eyes. Clearly you have no knowledge of the cataclysm that has befallen our land. From what I can tell, some sort of great disaster befell your world and left it a shattered ruin. Yes. Our foolish leaders attempted to fight an enemy they had no chance of being victorious against, despite the objections of the more learned members of the government. That happened years ago. Sure, carrying a grudge can be fun, but why are you still upset, sir? Because my life is nearly over, and the one thing that has kept me going all these long years is hope of vengeance against the destroyers. Even the chance of a hope would have been enough, but I fear I will not live long enough to see my weapon finished. You've been making a weapon to fight them, in the hopes of what? Fighting them yourself? That was my initial motivation, but the portal of this world no longer functions as I discovered years ago. Thwarted, my thirst for vengeance grew, so I poured my energies into making the ultimate weapon to fight them. I did not care that I would never see them again. I needed something to keep me going after the death of everyone I loved. Understandable. But what of this weapon? Are you saying that you spent the last few decades working on it? The old man's eyes gleam. Perhaps I should introduce myself. I'm Tetsuo Umegawa, sorcerer and grandmaster weaponsmith. I designed and forged the finest weaponry on our world, and although I'm reduced to manufacturing swords, I was able to make use of bits and pieces found over the years to enhance them. But this, my finest work, is a wonder. Well, it would be if I had the parts to complete it. What parts exactly? Perhaps I can help. One part, really. A ruby I had ensorcelled many years ago, before the fall of the city of Botai. I was in the middle of enchanting the stone to absorb energy in preparation for mounting it on my weapon when the city was attacked. I barely escaped with my life. The ruby is most likely still in my old forge within Botai. If I were to bring you this stone, what would you do with the weapon? I would finish the weapon then, give it to someone worthy in the hopes that they would use it to strike down the destroyers. Robert holds up his hand. Hey, over here. I'm all kinds of worthy. What he means to say, sir, is that we shall find this stone for you. For we intend to fight the destroyers, as you call them, then prevent them from attacking our world. Yeah, what he said. Your world is threatened by those monsters, and I must aid you. This is the chance for me to strike back at them. Yes, go to my forge. You will find the stone there. Return it, and you shall have the finest sword I have ever made to aid you in battle. Go now. I shall prepare to cast my final enchantments upon the blade. Very well. I shall see you upon my return. Right. Cold Forge. Well, I don't think we want to enchant anything or make large purchases until we see what type of sword it is. A bastard sword or a scimitar would be good. Everything else is sort of could be useful. We just have a lot of extra damage on these particular weapons, enough that it's hard to ignore it. Still.
Would Miss Shopkeeper here do deals with me now?
Would you like something?
No. Ooh. Who earns? Right. Some kind of horrible beasts here. Can't move. Why? I think there might be invisible creatures here. Follow the tracks. I would assume this is a trap, but it doesn't matter because we're also trying to find out what happened to the missing people. So if we walk into a trap, we'll walk into a trap, that's fine. Because that's probably what the missing people also did. So there's a thought it was a skeleton. Just a fracture. So, what happened here? Shadow Tiger.
I'll kill you! You'll see!
Took 160 points of damage and only went injured. Has epic dodge, so it evades attack. Very hard to hit. 1000 experience points for killing a single tiger. Still, what were the footsteps? The tracks were clearly leading here. Oh no, away from here, right. So it led here and then continue. Well, we're gonna explore the entire area, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Guess they're just been gathering wood from this place. The glacial wall. It seems like there's nothing. No tracks. Skeletons of a large beast. There were supposed to be some specialty beasts here. They just refer to the tiger. This glacier has clearly been growing at an incredible pace to cover a city in 2 generations. Remarkable. It's not gonna help us too much, but might distract the enemy. Glacial Juggernaut.
Hold this spot. This spot right here.
Are you any good?
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Attack increased, damage increased. Want to see what their attack ratings are. 43 bonus. So he, even with the improved expertise, he'll hit most of the time. Immune to paralysis? Of course it is. They're always immune to everything. Fairly easy to hit, though. Who the fuck does so much damage? Am I taking the damage? Or is someone doing criticals? Yeah, Robert Black's doing criticals. Okay, at least if we can kill one of them, the damage that they do to me should scale down quite a bit.
Fight me! Come on!
Immunity to knockdown? No. I doubt I can knock him down though. I'll give it a few shots.
Do not be drawn out!
Do this, miss, this. Right. By the time we'll get a success, he's already dead. Definitely gonna get a level up in this place. Right. Tough opponents that you have no reason to fight against. Well, the experience I suppose is nice, but it's not that meaningful at this point. I'm hard pressed to think of there might be some builds where it can make still a reasonable difference. But mostly level ups at this point are not that amazing. Still, I'll take all I can get. I think I saw a way over this ice block around the north end. Right, but we're still looking for the survivors, so I need to take a proper look. Yeah, maybe we can get the crystal and then just mosey back here to take a good look at places. But there's always the possibility that that's not the case. Basically, you're gonna be running out of here with fire under your ass. Although I would have a hard time imagining what could be so much worse than what we've encountered so far. I'm worried about the Nelise's comments. Clearly indicating that something else is also wrong here, not just... It could be just that he somehow senses the tragedy that has fallen on the world, but that seems like that seems a bit far-fetched. Much more likely there is some kind of presence that a cleric would detect that the others cannot, so some kind of a divine... It's a divine presence, a devil or undead, something like that. Who do you attack? He's popping himself. Okay. He's sort of attacking all over his place. Ruins of Bowtie level 1. The area isn't that large. They really let the place go. If I lived here, I'd fire the maid. The city appears to be completely deserted. Ice and snow cover the once magnificent alleyways. Is that it? Apparition. Right, there's definitely something more here. Ghosts. They tried mind affecting on me.
This used to be a thriving city, till war destroyed everything. I'm sick of war and conflict.
Still. Possession attempt, I would guess. If it works like that, I think we should be okay. I mean, going after the first one. We have a couple of guys that are immune to it. I think Terranis is also immune to mind affecting. Not quite. It says immune to paralysis. Might have to put something on Elise. Potion of Clarity hopefully would do it.
Can't leave. Must stay. Never leave. Never. This place has been abandoned for a very long time, but the sense of being watched is almost overpowering. Can't you feel it?
Yes, I can feel it. Also see it. Okay, that's where we need to go. Robert whirls around. Did you see that? I swore something was moving. Is it the ghosts? You have true seeing. Night of the Bash. Look out! We're surrounded by... what the hells? Big crossbow, armor-piercing bolts. Could be a big problem. Okay, find out what happened to the people that came in here, especially the loved one of the refugee leaders. Get the gem, get the crystal. So 3 objectives. The air is noticeably warmer here in this part of the complex. Crazed warriors, helpless captive. Really? Really helpless?
The misery in this place is palpable. Let's get this over with. I fear something terrible is awaiting us.
Oh shit. This is a trap. One of the poor souls who reside on this dying world. These guards help to defend the few people remaining from the ever-encroaching elements and monsters. It's clearly a trap. Fuck that. This man's eyes are wide and spittle lines his mouth. He is clearly deranged. Why won't you stop tormenting me? Why? Easy there, friend. I'm no threat. They're all around me. Thousands of them. They want my heat. I won't let you take it. No, 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 I can't. Don't listen to them. You are a soldier of the Bastion, a man of honor and integrity. Get a hold of yourself. A moment of clarity passes over the man's features. The ones who died in the city, they're still here. And they're cold. So cold. No, get back. You're one of them. Foaming at the mouth, the warrior attacks. I think he might have been the person we were sort of looking for. We had a chance to persuade him to give up. He did not give up. A fine katana. +7. Keen. Massive criticals. I was sort of afraid we might be getting a +7. Getting a katana out of this. 20 resistance against cold. +7 deflection bonus. Saving throws against cold. Inventory. Right. What type of a cloak you have? Spell resistance. Just trying to create some room. Epic spell resistance mantle. No, no, no. That's not mine. Fortification +5. Universal save. Damage soaking, immunity to poison, universal saving throws. I don't think this damage protection is gonna be that useful anymore. +7 deflection, you should add a couple of points of armor. Whatever. Someone needs to take the cape. Did I drop that? For fuck's sake. Yeah, we definitely need to sort out the inventory at some point. And some point should be very, very, very soon. Greater Hood of Clarity. Slippery Mind Intelligence. Yeah, we got the princess's equipment, that's why I'm so full. Right. Regeneration, level ability. What armor do you have? This says shield and a worthless damage reduction. This has a lot of damage resistances, a lot. Small shield only, but plus 8. 9 in total. This would have 7 in total. This would have 7 in total. At least that's regeneration. Damage soaking. Death immunity, levelable. Yeah, this. We're using this for the specialty effects. I think I'm gonna give this to Nelly. Right. This is some sort of a trap. I don't understand how it works yet, so we'll ignore the place for now. Frozen zombies. Okay. Who's there? They sort of blocked me in a nasty place here. It's also the wrong people who are fighting against zombies. They're fairly good fighters. Nothing amazing though.
The battle is on!
I will go with the hostages. It's such a fucking trap though. But the opponents here aren't that special as far as I can tell. Rain of Blood again. Speed Tuesday. It was an illusion, nothing more. A memory of horrors past. Why was this? Yeah, these weren't exactly nice people. Conquerors. Very close to level up. Not sure why I'm even excited about that. I'm not gonna get anything interesting out of that level up. Right. I think this goes to another level. This place is starting to creep me out. Oh, starting? It didn't. It though. I'm guessing it is. Frozen zombie. Ooh. Yasuo Koga.
The battle is on!
Short sword. Build of agility plus 8. I've basically spent all my points I can on lore and I still can't identify this shit.
Belonging to the leader of the last expedition in the boat type, this journal details their struggles and ultimate demise at the hands of Bowtie's undead infestation. A small note on the last entry reads simply, "I'm now the last. I will attempt to reach the lower chamber or die in the attempt. Should you find this, my beloved Katsubi, know that I will love you. I will love you always." Well, isn't that beautiful? Probably can't. Yeah. I was thinking, can I resurrect him? We're not. Yeah, but it targets the corpse, not the person. So I don't think so. Normally it would target a person. So it's just a corpse. I'm going to try to enter the room here that's blocked by runes of some sort. These runes are wards against undead. This place has been sanctified. Okay. It's just good for us. A lot of spells. It's a place for you to rest. Epic healing and some normal healing. Right. Great place. Is that it? A couple of undead zombies as opposed to living zombies. Ooh, this should be where the jewel is. Hey! Nightmarish apparition. Okay, don't see these every day.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Some kind of a breath, cursing breath. Hit Robert Black. I think he's immune to this sort of thing though. Right, so there's no major negative effects. That's what I was worried about. Still, the fucker is very hard to hit with the concealment. Not sure what am I supposed to do here. Where's Ernest? He does a massive amount of damage. It's very, very hard to hit. Probably because we have been... right, we are cursed so badly. Will it affect our armor class too? Yes, yes it does. Right. So he's nothing special in a sense, but because he can debuff us so bad, he is very bad for us. Did that remove the negatives, by the way? No, it's some sort of a curse.
elemental, I think we're gonna leave.
Step. Follow me.
The elemental can entertain it. Seriously, the least. For fuck's sakes!
Step. Follow me.
Where the fuck is our mage?
Get in step. Follow me.
He's not here. Where the fuck is he? Ah, he's a bard.
Hold this spot. This spot right here.
Hear the spell.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Still, what the fuck happened to the wizard? Just suddenly is gone. Ugh. It's a bard song.
In step. Follow me.
I'm leaving. I'll tell you what. You fucking piece of shit.
Get on them! Attack, I say! All fun and games!
And he's not gonna cast anything, so it was worth it. The entire point of getting the fucking mage here was that she would cast spells. I suppose we can't target him or something, but he seems to have true sight. Right. And I don't recall him using all the powerful spells yet. Is this undead? I'm thinking would not healing affect him. Doesn't appear to be. He is no longer invisible, so we should be starting hitting. Ooh, Nelise. Nelise. Okay, I don't. $74 points of damage. Elise is getting raped so badly.
Assume your position.
Okay, Elise, do see if some other guys.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Who is he coming after? Robert Black. Okay, that's fine. No one can tank him, but Robert is immune to critical hits and the like, so it's much more manageable. There can't be any sudden changes there. Yeah. I think we're gonna leave things at this apparition though. I did not expect this much trouble.
Get on
They're
board,
basically
fun games!
forcing me to pay a price for getting a powerful weapon. Hope it's worth it. And you use the item.
Do not be drawn out!
I love that Nelly's is using some total bullshit heals that make no difference. It's just fucking impossible to hit it. Even critical hits miss 50% of the time. Ooh, we're about to lose Robert. Seriously, could you fucking die already? Weapon ineffective. What? It's probably the Astral Panther. Jesus fuck. He's probably taking 10, 12, 15 attacks every turn here, every round, and he is not being hit at all. It's because of the massive negatives, because the fucking singing. Right. What part of...
Get in step, follow me. Get in step, follow me.
You can do something. And Robert is forget about it. I'll leave things here. I want to rest. If we can just have the fucking mage do his job, we'll be fine. But he's trying to use his stick on it.
Get in step, follow me.
No resting allowed in this area. So, what was this clearly protected restable area here then? I might be able to take him down eventually, but what's the fucking point? With the rest, we'll... Tyrannus gets attack firepower. And that's the biggest problem. I don't think we can protect ourselves against it because it's a saw. So it bypasses all the typical magic resistances. Right. I'll at least level up. Fucking bards. And this bard of this level, the song is amazingly good. Have more lore, please.